Where today we did an upgrade of a local gym for skate ring and parties, and I was able to come home with this power amp. It is a Mackie M1400i. They were having issues with it. We upgraded it to a PV digital amp. This one kept clipping on the channel 1, but I think the problem wasn't in the amp itself. I'm pretty sure the problem was inside of the mixer. It is extremely dirty. You probably can't see it on camera. You can see the dust up there, and some of that's been wiped off since I got it home. But I figured we'd take it apart, take the cover off, and see what condition it looks like inside. Well, I got the cover off, which is sitting over here. I don't know, let me try not to get into the light. I don't know how well you can see. Let's see something. But there's dust all up in here. Big old clouds of dust all over the place. It's pretty nasty. I don't think this thing's been, it's been years since this thing was serviced, if it was ever serviced or cleaned out. The whole idea about trying to get this amp cleaned up is this top crest audio here, the CC1800. I got this from another school, and I was using it to run these PVs right here, this one, the one back here, but this channel A right here keeps clipping even when it's not hooked up to anything really in use, just by turning the power on, and I haven't had time to really troubleshoot it, so I jumped at the chance to get this to replace it until I can get into that and figure out what's wrong, which will probably be a future video. So what I'm going to do now is take some of this electronics duster, open up the back door, which it's raining outside, but do what we got to do, and try to get as much of this dust out of here and clean it off as good as I can, and then we'll test it out. Oh wow, it's going everywhere. Get the front covers real good. Just try to get most of the obvious stuff up to begin with. Because again, I might be wrong about my initial thoughts on maybe why it was clipping. And if I need to dig down deeper, I will. I just don't want anything to short out because of the dust. Alright, now that we've got it cleaned up, I got it plugged in over here on the power strip. And I don't have any test speakers right now because everything I have is hooked up through all this, with this big old mess of wire. But I do plan on building a rack that's going to go right here all the way up. It's going to have all my amplifiers, my network switches, probably going to make room for my serving computer, my other computer, get everything nice and organized, and that'll probably be a future video. I'm hoping to do that, but for now I got this little Kenwood crappy speaker that I'm just going to test out one side at a time. I'm going to start with channel 2 because it's the closest. And I'm just going to play something on my phone and see what it does. So let's turn the power on. There's a green light. Cool. No protect mode. Everything looks good as of right now. Let's see. Yeah, if I can get all this cleaned off, then I can actually use this as a workbench and be a lot easier for me to film. I'm going to press play on the phone. Let's see what we get when we turn it up. there we are. I was turning the wrong knob. Haha. Okay. Awesome. So that channel works. Let's see what happens if we switch channels. So we'll turn it off first. And then we're going to take it and put it into channel 1. I'm going to switch the speakers over, or the speaker over. Alright, so now we should be in channel 1. Turn it back on. Make sure this is still playing. Yeah, we're still playing. No. Awesome. Both channels are playing. No smoke, no boom, which is always a good thing. Oh man, that board looks so much better now that I got all that dust out of it. It looked terrible. I don't see any bulging caps. All the fuses look good. The board went from being a gray color to green again. These ribbon cables were real bad too. Alright, I'll put her back together. Alright, we got to put back together at this point, besides a few little scratches and just normal wear and tear for how old the equipment is. I'm rather impressed with the condition it's still in. It seems to work fine. I will be putting it over here with the rest of these. That'll probably be another video though. I think I'm going to go ahead this weekend and probably do the rack, so I'm not going to go ahead and put it with that. But I will be documenting the progress on the rack and cleaning up a bunch of this stuff. So stay tuned for more on the progress of my new adventure. Thanks for watching.